What I want to talk about is knowledge in retrofit, really. It feeds into everything we've been talking about today and everything that we all do. The things that I do, the things I'm really interested in, air tightness and ventilation, it all comes from, MSc research I did quite a number of years ago. And when you're at the cutting edge of things, you're looking to what people are researching now. And it's really important that not only academics can access that information, but also, people like us, where we're trying to do things and we're sure somebody must have looked into it. And when you actually look around at what's available, people do PhDs, there's it goes to the British Library, you can access it. But for people like me looking and wanting to understand what's happening, something quite specific, ResearchGate won't let me on. I can't get access to information elsewhere. When I started talking to people about this, the thing that came to light was I assumed there was some wonderful database that I was missing on research somewhere that I couldn't get access to. But what came to light was that when people do, say, MSCs, and there's a lot of wonderful research done by MSCs, and there's loads of people in this room who have done that sort of research, it stays at the institution. Now, depending on the institution, you may not be able to access it. You definitely won't be able to access it if you're outside the institution unless they choose to publish it. So we've got this shed load of information there that we can't actually use. Stuff, it came up before about we want the good case studies, but it'd be nice to know a bit about maybe where it went a little bit wrong, but nobody's going to tell us, but they might tell us in an academic paper, sort of disguised somewhere in it. So it just struck me that, it's a tremendous waste of resources. People have put hours and hours of time into their research and we're not really able to use it. So I asked quite a few people, some people in this room, about, well, am I missing it? Is it there somewhere? And the answer that came back was no, nobody's doing it. Somebody should do it. So why don't you do it? Why don't you do it? Well, we haven't got the money. So I've taken it on myself as an individual to set up a facility for pooling this research in the hope that as it builds, it will then gain more status. Maybe somebody independent. I must emphasise that this is a ground up thing. We don't want it in one particular institution because, well, the other institutions won't look at it, will they? It has to be something that's independent. So this is just me and the people that work with me have set this up. So there's no big organisation behind it. We're just doing it from the bottom up. It's called BRUM, which is it's purely about retrofit. So it's I forgot what it's called. It's the Building Retrofit UK Masters is what it's called. And we're looking specifically at masters level because we make the rules. It hasn't got to be specifically that. We just want to know what people are looking into, really. But we need you, right? Lots of people in this room have done research at that sort of level. It would be great to hear from you. We're not talking about having it, the whole thesis there. All we want is contact details, and it's quite tightly controlled. Nobody's going to get loads of spam and all that. I get people ringing me saying, oh, could I look into this? I think you're looking into this. And you realise they're repeating somebody else's research. So to try and find where the gaps are, and let's look at don't repeat stuff again. We can all learn from each other. So the things I want from you are the people who have done research themselves in this field. It would be great if you took the time to put anything, however old it is, don't worry about that. If you could, join us, really. If there's people from institutions here, it would be great to start to engage with you about it. And for everybody, if you can just spread the word, really, through your networks, through the other people you talk to. Because at the end of the day, we've got this massive problem out there and we're just trying to do something about it. And our research, our research resources, the time that we've all put into research and that others have put into it, is just as valuable as anything else. And it would be great to make better use of it. Thank you.